Welcome back to the Loner Ranger Radio Show. You got Bruce Woodburn, Cross Country Mortgage. Thanks for joining me this weekend. Appreciate it so much. All my friends down in Tampa Bay, all the way down to Cape Coral, up to Lakeland, and then my Orlando friends, all the way from Lakeland all the way to St. Augustine and everywhere in between. You know, I lend in all 50 states, but I'm right here in your backyard. You got the largest lender, best programs, everything's done in-house. We originate, we process, we underwrite, we fund, we close, and we even keep 90% of the loans that we fund. It's incredible. Cross Country Mortgage, you can call me right here in your backyard. Tampa Bay, 813-213-4009, or Orlando at 407-706-3313. We just recorded the fourth segment of our reverse mortgage specialist. And if you want to go back and review them, you can go to my YouTube channel at Bruce Woodburn, the Loan Arranger, and you can check out the whole series of reverse mortgage series. So if you have somebody in your family that wants all the details, we are dispelling all the myths. We're showing you the pros and cons so you can make a determination. And then if you think it's for you or a family member, then you give me a call and we'll get your reverse mortgage all taken care of. I'm also doing that with construction perm loans, and I'm doing that with renovation loans. But here's something I want to talk to you about. If you are struggling, now this doesn't have anything to do with mortgages or real estate, folks, but pay attention because it has to do with you. If you're struggling with your weight, you're a little chubbier than you'd like to be. Okay. Maybe you like to look better for your husband or your wife. Maybe you like to look better by the pool or with the bikini on at the beach. I'm telling you, I struggled so hard with weight. I tried every weight program and I found a place called Age Rejuvenation. These people did the best I've ever seen. Now, I lost 75 plus pounds and I've kept the weight off. I didn't even step foot in a gym. I also went on testosterone therapy, and I'm telling you, it gave me so much more energy. I sleep better. I I I walk better. I don't have joint pain like I had. I am feeling so much better. If you want somebody that will dial in and truly help you fix those problems and you want to feel better, you want to be better in the bedroom, you want to be better on the beach, you want to look better, then start now. Why wait? Just do it now. Call me and I'll connect you with my friends at Age Rejuvenation. Call or text. Just say, I want to lose weight or I want to feel better. Text me Age Rejuvenation's contact. Text or call 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009. They are not paying me one red cent to promote them. Why am I doing it? Because they changed my life and I'm going to help change yours. You'll notice a lot of things I do, like my seminars I teach. I don't make money by teaching these seminars, and it takes a lot of work to do them. I do it for you. I do it because you need people you can count on. You need people you can trust. You need people that don't have some type of a benefit from it. There's no benefit for them to do it. I'm not charging you for you to learn. You can go pay $2,500 to one of these weekend seminars, and you're going to walk away with less information you're going to get from me in an hour and a half. If you want to lose weight, you want to get better, then call me. I'll take care of that for you. I'll get you hooked up. Now, you get a massive discount for your first month. I'm going to get you in for $100. Call me now. Okay, moving on. I promised you I wanted to talk about why the loan arranger does not want the Fed to cut the Fed rate. Now, I don't think they're going to cut it next month, but they could. There's still a chance they could. Matter of fact, right now it's about an 80% chance they're going to do it. Here's why I don't. Let's first understand a couple of basic things. Mortgages are not tied to prime rate. They're tied to the bond market, the 10-year, the 30-year treasury bond. So we want bonds to do really well, so mortgages do well. Now that you understand that, let's move on to a different topic here. Why does the Fed raise rates or cut rates? For what purpose? Well, They're going to raise rates to slow down the economy. They're going to lower rates to speed up the economy. Now, if inflation isn't where they want it to be, they're not going to drop rates. They need inflation to be down around 2%. We're around 2.4% right now. We're the lowest we've been since February 2021, right in the heart of COVID. We're the lowest it's been. So Trump's doing a great job of that. Whether you like him or not, he's doing a great job. We're getting there. We're getting there, folks. So, but we're not under two. So there still might be a chance just because of the pressure that the government's putting on the Fed to drop the Fed rate. But here's why I don't want them to drop it. When they drop it, they're dropping the rate to stimulate the economy. When the economy stimulated, and it'll work, it will work. It will stimulate the economy short term. When it stimulates the economy, stocks do really well. So your 401k is going to do great. If you buy stocks before the Fed drops the Fed rate, you're probably going to make money in the stock market. However, when stocks are doing well, bonds are not doing well. See, bonds are a safe haven for investors. They don't go up much, but they don't go down. So they're a safe place to park money when stocks are not stable. When stocks are stable, or there are there's opportunity, or it's a bullish market, then they're going to move out of bonds and into stocks. So if they're going to drop the Fed rate, institutional money is going to move out of bonds and into stocks, and it's going to tank the bond market, and interest rates on mortgages are going to go up instead of down. And all your friends are going to go, "Hey, John, they just dropped the Fed rate. Maybe it's a good time to call the mortgage lender." No, you should have called me before that happened, because they're better before they drop it, not after they drop it. Now, am I going to tell you that there can't be a long-term effect, that things do get better? They can. But right now, we need mortgage rates to go down, not up. We need them to go down. In the last 3 or 4 weeks, we haven't seen that happen. Matter of fact, this week was better. We saw some improvement in the bond market. We saw improvement on interest rates, but it's not like it was back in September. So September 16th, the Fed dropped the Fed rate a half a point. Rates literally went from the low sixes to the low sevens overnight. Then they started to improve late October. So the Fed decides to drop the Fed rate again a half a point, a quarter point, excuse me, in November. And then they got worse again. Then they started to get better by themselves. Then they decided to drop it another quarter point in December. Then they got worse again, and we haven't been better since. So now we're starting to get better. The bonds are doing their own thing. The market's working on its own. So I'm saying buy right now. Buy now. Lock in your rate sooner rather than later. This week's been a good rate, a good week. So if you haven't locked in, is a good time. Now, is it time to refinance right now? If you're looking to drop from the sixes to the fives, don't get fooled by these other lenders telling you they can save you money. I can save you money right now by refinancing too, but I don't want you to do it. And I'm the only lender telling you don't do it if you're trying to reduce your payment, reduce your interest rate, or eliminate PMI. Do not do it. I created a VIP watch list. I've got literally probably 350 to 500 people on that list right now that are waiting for rates to drop. They're not where I want them to be. So I don't want you to keep refinancing, because then I'm chewing up equity. So then I can't get you the benefit when they truly do drop. Veterans are the target. You're being targeted by USAA, Veterans Unite, all these VA companies. They're telling you to do it. It won't cost you any money. It's a gimmick. Don't do it. Don't do it. Wait, call the loan arranger. I'll tell you when we're going to do it. Now, if you're trying to refinance because you need debt consolidation is probably the right time to refinance. So we look at that. Is it right to do maybe a home equity line of credit and not mess with that 3.5% rate? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Take Julie, for instance. She called me. She had a 3.5% rate. She had a $1,500 mortgage payment. She wanted a HELOC to pay off a bunch of debt, like $80,000 worth of debt, car payments and all that. And then she needed 25 grand to do home repairs. Well, by the time I did the numbers on the home equity line of credit, it made no sense at all. It was better to refinance, but by God, she didn't want to give up that 3.5% rate. And I didn't blame her. So I had to put the numbers together. And at that point, rates were 6.75, pretty close to where they are now. I ended up convincing her to refinance. So because listen to this, she had a mortgage payment of $1,500, but she had almost $1,200 in car payments and $1,500 in other debt. And then she needed 25 grand. She was paying $5,000 a month with all of her debts, not including utilities, $5,000 a month. I reduced that to one debt, one mortgage payment, 2,500. So her payment went up from 15 to 2,500, but I saved her 2,500 a month. That's a massive savings, folks. I don't care what the rate is. It's about the rate of return. That was a huge savings of money. So now she called me. She said, Bruce, thank you. I appreciate you. You're amazing. You did a great job. I saved a bunch of money. I just hate paying my cars over 30 years. I said, Judy, don't pay your cars over 30 years. Pay your cars over like 5 years or 8 years, and they'll be done. She goes, what do you mean? I said, I just saved you $2,500. Put the $2,500 back in to your mortgage, and your mortgage, your debt, everything will be paid off in 8.3 years. You'll have no mortgages, no car payments, no credit card debt, nothing. It's already paid off. I've already wiped it out. So you'll have nothing, no debt in 8.3 years if you put that $2,500 back on your mortgage. She goes, I know, but I like saving the 2,500. I said, well, how about save 500 and put 2,000 toward the mortgage? Now everything's wiped out in 10 years. No mortgage. You're retiring in 11 years. You will be free and clear of all debt, including your mortgage, for your retirement. Isn't that the way you want to go? That's what the Loan Arranger does here, folks. I'm not trying to get you into debt. I'm trying to save you money. Yes, I have to let you borrow money for me to help you save money. But if you understand how money works and how to leverage it, it's a no-brainer, man. It's a no-brainer. So listen, if you don't trust me, then find somebody you trust. But I can assure you, it's not your banker. They have other interests. Even your financial planner. They don't want you to put money into other things. They want you to keep it in the market. I can't blame them. For me, I got no skin in the game. I don't really care. I'm going to show you what I would do. And if it's consolidation, it's consolidation. If it's not, it's not. If it's home equity line of credit, that's what it is. But that's what I do. I help people save money. Now, listen, I got a couple things I got to wrap up on because we're almost done. I don't want the Fed to drop the Fed rate, but you and I can't control that stuff. Interest rates are running in the high sixes right now for 30-year fixed. Okay. It's a great time to buy because we're in a balanced market. We're in a buyer's market. Now we're in a balanced market. You're losing ground, buyers. You got to do something before rates drop. I'll refinance you with no lender fees when the rates drop. Believe me, no lender fees. I've got a special program from all my existing clients. If you want on my VIP watch list to refinance, you get on my VIP watch list. You got call, text, and I want you to text me a screenshot, a good, clean screenshot of your mortgage statement. I need all your information, phone number, date of birth, where your house is, what the value of it's worth, and I'll put you on my watch list. And when it's time for you to refinance, we refinance. If you want to get into one of my wealth building classes, register now at webringyouhome.com. It's webringyouhome.com. I'm doing one in Winter Park on June 18th, 6:30 at the Ale House. If you want to get into a Hometown Heroes class and talk about down payment assistance and Hometown Heroes, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know. Realtors, you can attend too. That's going to be on June 25th, and that's going to be in Orlando from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. Go to my website, webringyouhome.com. It's all there. You want to get into a home buying workshop? I'm doing another one on July 10th in Winter Park. All on my website at webringyouhome.com. Want to lose weight? Go to webringyouhome.com and I'll refer you to my friends at Age Rejuvenation. You want a great mortgage? You call the Loan Arranger. The Loan Arranger is here to make your life better. I promise. I'll never take advantage of you, friend, or family. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I am the Lone Ranger. 407-706-3313 or 813-213-4009 or go to WeBringYouHome.com and get your application started right now. Have a blessed weekend. I'll see you soon.